Morning everyone. What are we at? Monday morning today. A very foggy fresh start, 7:37. What a blinding weekend. Trip up to see the family and pick up some car parts. We'll discuss that in a bit when I get to the shop. Stayed in a lovely hotel up near Barnsley and ate loads of fried breakfast, which was amazing. Yeah, happy tummy. Came back, obviously would rather still be up there, but lovely to see family, Ben and Lynn, my cousin and auntie. But a great weekend. Got loads done last week. Finished off some stuff. Got some bits and bobs tidied up. Now, catch you up to speed with what's going on. So the Mini that we still have, basically it's been sold by some lad who is trying to do dodgy second-hand car sales. A lovely bloke, really innocently bought it for his missus for her Christmas present. She wanted a new car, so we give this clown a couple of grand for this Mini. And what transpires is we've looked at it and there's loads of issues, loads of electrical faults. The vehicle's smoking like Billy-O and it stinks. And it just doesn't quite add up. It doesn't look like a legit car. So we brought it to us with the assumption that the radio had failed, and that was all that the problem was. This lad who sold him the car, he claims that his sister owned the car for the last 6 years and it had been faultless. But what transpires is this fool had basically bought this Mini back in November from a lad who's in Swindon, who's local, and you can see all this on the logbook and details of previous owners, and with a bit of Facebook stalking we will manage to find the previous owner and have a conversation with him. But what's basically transpired is the car was purchased back in November, late November, with a blown turbo, electrical faults, so the radio wasn't working. This guy that sold the Mini claimed that the car was owned by his sister for the last 6 years. Well, he barely owned it a month. Never had any problems, and the radio was working when he sold it to this new guy. Now, he had a 5-minute test drive, didn't really check a lot of stuff. Yes, very naive, but at the same time he's one of those people where he just would like to trust somebody and put faith in somebody being decent and honest, and this guy clearly isn't. He's an arsehole. So what's happened is the Mini had a turbo replaced. The guy sold the car for peanuts. He had a turbo replaced and then just washed the car, changed the tyres and punted it out as a decent working car. This chap's bought it, ended up with a lemon. We've gone into the electric issues. It's the most codes I've ever seen on a vehicle. We had 56 major faults. The radio doesn't work because the body control module is toast. The turbo, although it's been replaced, the car is now smoking and obviously stinks, and this guy was basically just lying upon lying upon lying, trying to cover his tracks, and eventually the whole thing fell apart. The previous owner has confirmed that the radio didn't work when they had it, but they only wanted the car as a commuter, so they weren't really fussed that the radio didn't work. So the guy, again, lying about the fact that the radio worked when he test drove it, it didn't. So what's basically happened is the guy's bought a new radio, he's bought a new body control module. We've swapped out the body control module, we've powered some stuff up and we've cleared some codes off, but now what has happened is it's got a different fault because the steering angle sensor now has power because the body control module is not knackered anymore. It now needs a new steering angle sensor, which is basically, you know, I said about the wipers not stopping. Well, that's partly why this all is linked across the top of the dash console. So indicators, wipers, steering angle sensor, airbag, all of the clock spring, all of that is linked in one unit, and BMW sell it for about 470 quid plus VAT. So to fix it, you'd have to spend another 500 plus. And then obviously you're chasing into the realms of possibly a dodgy turbo because the car's now smoking and the work has been done properly, maybe not. So he's clearly out to buy crap cars and punt them out and get as much money as he can for them very cheaply and very quickly. And unfortunately, this customer has been bitten. So after a bit of stalking and finding out and speaking with the previous owner, he's now gone back to the guy who sold him the car and basically went, look, we've got evidence, we've got proof that you're full of shit, you're lying. The car wasn't owned by your family at all, it was owned by a different lady. Return the money, take the car back, and nothing else will become of it. If he was sensible, he'd just realise the fact that he got caught out from lying and just take the money back, take the car back and give the guy his money back and just move on. But he's probably going to be a bit stupid and try and fight it out, which he's going to lose, because the courts don't like people get ripped off now. They've changed the law to stop this. So the bloke is going to get caught out one way or the other. So we still have the Mini at the minute, which is a bit of a paused situation. Technically it needs to go back to the previous seller and the guy get his money back, and then he can return the radio and the body control module that he's bought and get his money back from PayPal that way. So that one's a bit of a sticky situation at the minute. That's going to hang around until it's sorted out, but either way, you know, we can always deliver it back to the guy because we've got the trailer. Today we've got the Q5 is coming back in, the one we did the body kit on it. We've got to make an adjustment to the side skirt on one of the sides. It's kind of like a melted plastic part that they've gone in for the sides of the rail to give it a location to fit to the bottom of the car. And what looks like they've done is they've just taken one scan and then mirrored the image to try and make it fit the other side. But I don't think the two sides are equal, and what's basically happened is where we found a comfortable location for the skirt to sit into the bottom of the car, one side is back further than the other side, so we've got to have a look at that. And we've got a Ford, I think it's a Ford Cougar from 2000, so it's an earlier one. It's got a din and a half radio, it's like the old Ford 6000. We're chopping the dash, we're going to put a double din in it, and he's also got a set of front speakers to change, set of rear speakers to change, and he's got 6x9s, a sub and an amp to go in it. So we'll be doing that today as well. So it's quite a busy day, busy start to the week, and then plus the stuff in the back which I will discuss in a bit. So off to the shop, get a coffee. Sorry I've waffled on, but just to bring you up to speed, if you follow the channel, it's like a story. This is what we're dealing with. But yes, a good weekend, nice to see the family. I'm going to need to go back and do it again because it's great up north. I love it up there. I'll see you in a bit, everyone. Morning everyone. Right, first one in this morning, Ford thing. Puma, Cougar, Puma, whatever it is. No, Puma's a little one. This is a Cougar. So we've got a din and a quarter radio, which we're going to have to chop to make double din. We've got speakers in the front, speakers in the back, speakers in the tailgate to do, or parcel shelf. I think these are 5x7 as standard, but we've got 6s to fit in, which will be a bit interesting. We have a whole host of Pioneer kit, so we've got front speakers, rear speakers, 6x9s to go in the rear shelf, head unit which I'm going to cut into the dash, and an active sub which is going to go in the boot. He's got some cables, some trims, none of that's which is going to be any good to us because obviously we're bigger than that hole, so trimmy boy. So we're going to run the amps and stuff through. Oh, we've got another amp as well. So yes, we're not running 6 speakers of a 4-channel system. So we have a 4-channel amp which is going to run the front doors and the 6x9s. The rears are going to run off the head unit, and the sub will kind of, you know, do what it needs to do. Okay, so we've got some bits and bobs to sort out on this thing. We'll see you in a bit. Get cracking. Respect the bills, Dan. Right then, everyone, we are big dash metal out, finally. Cut the edges down and it is now a doubled in hole. Don't judge me, he wanted it done. It is not proper, we know it's not proper, but that's what he wanted in that position. He wanted a double din radio in a din and a third hole. So I've made it fit. It's got to go back a little bit further and obviously we'll secure it in. Put some edging on it, but with a little bit. I was going to say. And yes, I was really using a hammer and a chisel to fit a radio. That's a first for me. But it's in. It's in. It's in. No laughing. Oh. Okay.
All right then.
Some dash cam cabling going on. We've got firewall coming through with the power cable. Dan's putting the cable through there. We have. What's that?
Can I just say something?
That was an air vent.
I've just had a thought.
What?
This...
Whoa! Whoa!
Right.
Whoa!
Hang fire.
Go on.
This camera cable
Yes.
for the rear camera.
Yes.
Which way does it go?
Well, it goes this side.
Yeah.
Right.
But then
and then it goes over that side.
then comes
and
up.
then comes out there. We don't know. We're just.
What have you done?
Right. And also another problem is he's bought round speakers, and obviously this thing has 5x7s, so we have an oval door, which is also another issue because that's a problem. It just gets better. It just gets better.
And it's not even 10 o'clock yet.
Yeah. See you in a bit.
It's alright, we're just losing our minds a bit.
What?
Nothing. Me and Alex are inside a Cougar at the moment.
I'm fisting it.
He's fisting a Cougar.
I'm fisting a Cougar.
Ooh.
She's loving it.
I did notice earlier though. This guy's part of a. He's got a sticker, right? It's not the sort of sticker you want to put on your car, right? It really isn't. Like, I really, really, really want to just peel off some of the sticker so it just says UK Cougar Club. Get rid of the Ford. Get rid of the Ford badge down there and just leave UK Cougar Club. Just because.
There's probably an actual.
There probably is.
There probably is.
Don't Google that.
In between Maureen and the A4 parking lay-by, there probably is.
Yeah, don't go Googling that.
What? Maureen?
No, Cougar Club.
Oh. You're out, boys. Just come here often then.
Yeah, all the time. Right, so what we've been getting on with, Alex has obviously, as you've seen, made the high-level input loom for this.
And why are we making a high-level input
We're making a high-level input loom because this radio is about as good as, like...
Respect the builds, then.
Dog water.
Respect the builds.
Dog water.
No. Respect the builds. It's not adequate. The head unit only has one RCA output. which means we have to use high level input on the amp, and then the sub channel, the 2 RCAs, that's the only ones we have, are going to go for the sub in the back. That is how we are doing it.
So it'll work. It's just a workaround because we haven't got the RCA input. Yeah, so
this is now become, let's get the signal there.
Oh, the head unit's there.
How we're going to do it.
So there's only the actual high level outputs in the back of the head unit with, we're using the left and right channel for the sub output though, aren't we? Because we've got RCAs for that. Okay.
Whoa!
Oh, fucking.
Hey, language. Oh.
Hello?
Hang on a minute. I may have made that a bit tight. Oh, he's a good boy. So that's what we've got to work with.
Have you ever seen some little plugs on the back of a radio?
Yeah, I have actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's quite common.
Oh. But yeah, so that'll be our sub inputs, and then we've got on the in between the.
That's an output, not an input.
Will be the input into the amp.
No, it's an output.
From the head unit as an input into the amp.
No, it's an output.
Okay.
It's not an input until it gets over there.
Oh. Okay, so we've got
I'm just
our
correcting
output.
you
Yeah.
because the internet will otherwise.
Oh yeah, that's fair enough.
I'm just.
Do you know what I say to them?
Thank you very much for your kind words. I shall change my life, course, matter, thought process herewith and thereafter. And everyone else can eat a fucking dick.
Well, she.
What's this?
What do you mean, what's this?
It's a carpet trim.
Yeah.
I've got to get cable up there. Why don't you leave it out?
Well, because it's part of the quarter panel.
You're quite.
You told me to put it back in.
I did.
But yeah,
So pull it back up.
I've been working on getting the rear speakers done in the rear quarters. So we've got, yes, this is Dynamat.
5x7s.
We have 5x7s in the back as well. No round hole, so I've had to put some Dynamat to try and seal up the 2 gaps on either side. I will be doing the same on the front doors as well. So I'll be moving to do those in a moment. Get those Dynamat edges fitted in. We have 5x7s. Like,
could have had some lovely 5x7s. Kicker do them 5x7s if he'd have asked.
Like,
but no.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we've got the active sub to put in, 6x9s in a power slot. Getting there.
Tailgate.
What?
Tailgate.
Tailgate. Oh.
What I went to pick up at the weekend.
Oh, yes. Updates for you.
Carpet.
Alex has been up north and picked up a new boot lid for the Chaser.
Spoilerless, no holes.
No holes drilled into the boot lid.
A for a weight.
So, and I've just filmed the reg of the Cougar pointing at the boot lid.
That's all right. Try not to. I'll stand here. There we go.
And scene.
Yeah.
So we've got no holes drilled into this one. I don't know whether we'll cut to you and show you it a little bit later on. But Alex has got 3 holes drilled on each side of his original tailgate on his Chaser, and the
TRD wing.
That's it. And one of them is starting to pickle on the paint and bubble up, and there's might be a little bit of corrosion beneath it. Probably the only corrosion on the actual car, actually.
Yeah, but that's not the car's fault. That
No.
was the idiot that painted it and did a bad job of the paint.
So, but here be the new one.
No
lips, no
holes.
wings. So I think your plan for this one is to put a little lip wing on it.
I might do a little lip across the edge to match the same as the roof spoiler. That's it. So I'll have one spoilerless, one with just a TRD wing, and that'll be it. Something small.
Because you've got the big one.
Origin. That's the TRD wing up there.
That one on the shelf just there.
Yeah, that's the Origin one.
That's the one that you're used to seeing on the car, but you took that off because you can't see out the rear window very well with it on.
And the fact that every idiot comes up to me and goes, "Nice
Oh, nice skyline!"
skyline paint."
No.
Like, it's not.
Where's the other one you've got? The one that.
The original that I repainted.
Yeah.
That's over there as well. So the OE unit is up there. That's the one with the little brake light in it.
That's the one.
Yeah. So that's up there. That I modified the standard one and removed the little spoiler to put on the big spoiler, and now we're going completely no spoiler.
Lit.
So just little lip.
Cool. But yeah. Oh, the other thing you got as well at the same time was some original OEM boot trims, boot carpets.
Obviously we've
So-
got build in mind.
Yeah, we've got the boot build in the Chaser at the moment, but it's just nice to have something. So we've got the back panel and both rear quarters and the boot carpet floor. So pretty cool. So we'll catch up with you in a little bit. Got a customer here, and I'll give you a shout back soon. See you in a bit. Right, Ford Cougar from the Cougar Owners Club, or the Cougar Club. Alex is creating memes over there by the looks of it. Yeah, looks like it. Right, so front speakers are in, rear speakers are in, rear quarters are back in, so passenger side and driver side quarters are back in. Cabling is done pretty much. We've got the amp in the passenger footwell. Cabling for that is done, it is powered, and we have turned it on. So we've got driver's door working, passenger door was working with the original speaker, but I've now changed it to the Pioneer speaker. And then the rear two were working off of the head unit. Alex has also cut in the parcel shell speakers, the 6x9s. Yes, we have had to put them in the centre. Reason being is this is not level. We can't get them to sit flat in the sections that they would normally be sat in, that you would normally see them in, because they're too wide for this section here, and they sit concave. That's the word I was looking for.
That's the word you're looking
but they were
concaved parcel shelf where a speaker's flat. It's not going to work, so they're going to have to go in the middle.
so. Yes, they are cut into the centre. They are in. They just need connecting up. So we just need to get the cabling from the back seat here, underneath the seats, up into the parcel shelf, and then it's put that back in there, that back on there, the thing in there. Done.
Dad, come in. I'm going to show you something. Right, you're going to turn the camera around to face yourself.
Okay.
Right. Hang on. No.
all right.
Stay there. Turn the camera around so you can see yourself. Oh, you are. Yeah. Okay. Right, I'm going to show you something. I'm going to get your reaction. Right, ready? First one.
Wait, no.
Right, hang on.
Wait, hang on a minute. No, wait a minute. Yeah. Wait. Profile, mint, right?
Yeah.
Sideways, no. No. We don't like that. Like face on, perfect. Side profile, no go. That's bad. Right then, so I'll give you a bit of an update on the Cougar. She's doing well. It's all done, dusted and ready to go now, so just waiting for the customer to come back. We've got the door speakers all done. So we've got coaxials in the front, the little Pioneer ones. We've got the coaxials in the back. We've got the coax 6x9s on the top. We've got the radio in the dash there, all working, ready to go. And we've got in the boot. I can't open it. There you go. So the Cougar's gone. Alex brought the Chaser in. It is about 5:30, so we are packing up. But whilst it's here, you can see in certain lights. Look, just there. You might just be able to see around this centre one where the spoiler has been put in before. There is some condensation on the car, but you can just see. There you go. The pickling where the paintwork is lifting off the boot lid. Not to mention the fact that this is a different colour to the rest of the car. So we're going to swap them over. And you can already see kicker. Yes, we have changed the sides, but this one's got Dynamat sticker on it and the ASC sticker. So get some stuff changed over. Alex wants to change over this surround as well, as we've got a reverse camera drilled into this one, but not this one. So we'd rather not drill into this one just yet. We'd rather keep that factory and pop this trim on that lid so that we haven't got to bastardise another boot lid.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's one of the main reasons, is get rid of that mess and these silly great holes. But it's got cold. bring on the warm weather so that we can take this thing out.
Yeah, no more salt.
No more salt, please.
That's what it is.
No more salt, please.
Ah, right.
Fun.
See you in the morning, everyone.
See you in the morning. Oh wait, have we told people about the trailer?
No.
It's a different colour. For the keen eye, somebody might have noticed that maybe earlier on in the video, or if you pointed the camera at it recently. But on Saturday we got some paint stripper and got the jet wash with the concrete attachment on it and blew off all the paint because it was flaking off as it was. And we were intending on cutting these sides off and making it a little bit wider so that we can get things like this on there and this on there so that we can go to shows and not have to worry about it. But as you can see, the sides are all structural. Yeah. So we can't cut out any of this big box section, otherwise the structure gets compromised. But nonetheless, we've gotten rid of the flaky paint. This blue stuff's held on quite well.
Yeah, I don't want the blue, but it's much better. It wouldn't be so bad if it was a proper red, but it wasn't. It had gone...
It was like an orangey red, wasn't it?
It just looked gash, so yeah, I prefer it actually being checker plate. Just need to get rid of these stickers and stuff.
Yeah. Get some big ASC ones, alright?
Maybe. Or just sell it.
Or big EQ. A big EQ down the side.
No, just sell it and buy some toys.
Alright, sounds like a plan. Right, we'll catch up with you all tomorrow morning for Snap on Tuesday, and we will see you when I'm having an argument with Jodie again. See you in a bit.